Well, hello everybody. It's Graham from Grow Socially. I'm here with Mr. Jason Pinto.
Hello.
And we have another update. It's lovely working in this industry because there's always something new and exciting happening. And if you remember a couple months ago, we talked about Google Plus, how it's going to come into its own. It's really going to shine. It's going to find its niche. Jason hasn't found it.
You know what? It's still a work in progress for sure. So I'm sure they still call it beta.
Right.
But at the same time, there's most reports say 40 to 50 million users, which that's what's important. Is to get, you need people there for the network to actually be able to have an impact.
So big development this week.
Yes.
Companies can now have a presence on Google Plus. This is basically what I've been waiting for from this network, really. And their branded content, there's links that they're able to share, there's suggestions, recommendations, there's pluses and minuses to this whole thing. So give us a walkthrough of the new features.
Okay, so far what we've learned, and it's only been a couple days now, and there's really no book out that helps you learn, so it's a work in progress for really everybody.
Right.
It's real easy though to create company pages. You can probably create one for your company in just a few minutes. Obviously they have basic features, your logo, so it's a little bit to maybe get the right dimensions to get that in there to look good. But really all you have to do is select the type of page. So you've got company pages, which makes sense, and then one for products and services, say. Those are probably the two most popular. So we've got a couple, one for Grow Socially, Interlink One, and then we've made a couple product pages. So once you have them set up, from there it's pretty much standard procedure. But what I like about Google Plus, obviously they give us more characters than say Twitter.
Right.
Twitter's bio is, I don't know if it's 140.
It's a little more than, I think it's 160, but still.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
Still, barely.
So in Google Plus, for your page, there's an introduction field, and you can talk. You can really take advantage of the fields, put your story out there, and I think it's worth it because I'm sure those words that you use are searchable in some aspect.
When it goes to Google.
Exactly. A couple other things is kind of similar to what Facebook does. You can have 5 pictures to play with. So when someone first hits your page, you can kind of control what those 5 photos are. So I've already seen some cool examples of people trying to be creative, but it's really more about, can those photos tell your story?
Right, kind of taking a page from the new Facebook layout from a couple months ago.
Without a doubt.
Now, getting into how companies can kind of build a brand and an image on a page like this, how would you compare it to the new company pages on LinkedIn?
I guess there's some similarities, but I think with LinkedIn, so I've got like company status updates, right? So you're kind of talking about that. I've seen companies push them out, but I don't see a ton of interaction on those. Whereas one great thing about Google Plus since the beginning has been there's a lot of engagement back and forth. You can talk more, people are plus wanting it, but people are commenting, I think, on posts, sharing it with others. I don't think that stuff happens in LinkedIn as much.
Definitely not, and that's something I notice here with what we do at Grow Socially is that LinkedIn, it's very hard to spark engagement there, as opposed to Google Plus, where the whole point of it is engagement, sharing content back and forth, and hey, did you see this yet? That's Google Plus in a nutshell. Hey, did you see this? But it's really awesome. There was one interesting thing you told me earlier you don't like about the pages.
And I'm sure this will change by the time we finish filming.
Well, now that you're getting on a pedestal and decreeing it, yes.
But right now with Google Plus, you can only have one account set up as the administrator of that page.
Silly.
So what's going to happen is a lot of people are probably using their personal email address to log onto Google Plus, and then if they create that page, right now they're the only ones who can manage it, make changes, edit the profile, post. So hopefully, I mean, that does need to change. Obviously, maybe you can make a shared email account with the Google profile, but then everyone has to make another account. So that's just one thing that I bet there'll be a change to it, but to be able to have multiple administrators in your office or in your company that would have access.
We say magic number here is 3. Always have at least 3 admins on your company page, and that goes for all social platforms. So this is an exciting new feature for Google Plus.
Without a doubt.
Go check out Grow Socially's Google Plus company page. Go check out Interlink One's Google Plus company page. And follow Jason on Twitter at Jason Pinto. Follow myself if you really want to get bored at Graham Spector. And we will see you next time.
Thank you.